Covert narcissist can be rather tricky to identify because they don't openly display their narcissistic behaviors and personality. To mask their dark side, they put on a facade, portraying themselves to the world to be somebody of an entirely different persona than their targeted sources of supply encounter behind closed doors. They are masters of manipulation, have lying down to a science, and can fool even the most educated, successful, well-rounded people. This includes psychiatrists and therapists. Being involved with a covert narcissist is like being caught in the eye of a tornado. Well, at least like a tornado inside your mind, anyway. The whirlwind of thoughts that eventually consume you are provoked by the narcissist straight out of the gate, messing with your mind from the beginning of the relationship till the discard, and every day in between, manipulating you in ways that twist your reality and contort your thought process, secretively sabotaging your character via smear campaigns and convincing others, aka their flying monkeys, to further mess with your head until you're the last man standing, at which point you'll give up assuming that you are crazy, or you will be brutally and abruptly discarded. All of this is done intentionally, methodically, in a premeditated but indiscreet fashion. It is the invisible setup. Covert narcissists are the Ron Jeremy of love bombing. And at the beginning, because of all the love bombing, you are typically consumed with thoughts of how wonderful the narcissist is. You will feel as if you have finally found something you have been searching for your entire life. Like you finally found the one, your soulmate, a dream come true. They lure you in with their charisma, flattery, and charm. They are attentive and doting, affectionate, and they express their feelings. They think like you. They share your love language, and they make being vulnerable and opening your heart seem so easy. They will want to spend every waking second with you and calling or texting just to say hi or to check in when they can. They put you on a pedestal, and they just can't get enough of you. You become so smitten with them, you ignore your intuition's whispering, maybe this is too good to be true. You mistake the twinges in your gut for butterflies. As the days become weeks and the weeks grow into months, the love bombing becomes fewer and farther between. It is replaced with subtle insults, jokes, and backhanded compliments, honing in on your insecurities and using them against you. Though the teasing and insults are blatant, they are not blunt, to make you believe that they are being said for your own good, as if the narcissist is making an attempt to help you in the areas you lack. The whirlwind in your mind has now picked up speed, and your thoughts have become less pleasant. Not about the narc, though, about yourself. The passive-aggressive comments start depleting your self-esteem. You begin lying awake at night trying to make sense of it all. The exhaustion creates a fog of confusion to coincide with the spinning of your thoughts. Were they really being mean? Were they just trying to be funny? Am I being too sensitive? What exactly did they say again? Ugh, why am I always overthinking everything? You're now knee-deep into the narcissist's sick little game of master of the puppets. However, at best, you're maybe partially aware you're even playing. They have not only gained control of your mind and heart, but by doing so, they also got a hefty boost in their ego. The narcissist at this point has little use for you, and the devaluation stage is in full swing. You feel as if you're walking on eggshells and tiptoeing around them. You are constantly trying to do more to prove your worth. Though utterly exhausted, you're still eager to please, making every effort to get some form of validation or approval. Despite your best efforts, you never seem to do good enough, though, in the eyes of the narcissist, because the goalpost is unattainable, as the narcissist is always moving it. Instead of getting their much wanted affection, the narc begins to withdraw from the relationship and withholding affection and sex from you. They start staying at work longer, having their own plans on the weekends, and giving you the silent treatment. The lies they have been telling from the beginning are seemingly more obvious, but when called out on them, the narcissist just points the finger right back at you. They take no accountability for their wrongdoings, projecting everything outward by means of blame shifting, circular conversations, avoidance, or just flat out denial. The teasing is no longer subtle, hurling insults, disparaging remarks, and gaslighting to intentionally cause you to feel invalidated and devalued, to purposely make you question your own reality. The havoc the tornado of thoughts has created in your mind is almost too much to bear. Your perspective is completely distorted. You don't know what to believe. You don't know how you got here. You don't know if you have the energy to make it out. You feel so alone. You feel so empty. You have been isolated from family and friends. You can't trust anyone, not even yourself. And even if you could, the narcissist has devoted time and energy into their smear campaigns against you and one-upping their already impeccable facade of being so friendly and helpful and caring and kind. Constantly trying to defend yourself against verifiable lies has only made you look crazier, as the narcissist has also taken on the role of victim as well. You're now the last man standing. No amount of holding on is going to help. You either tap out or they discard you. It is if the soul was sucked from your being, the light snuffed out of your eyes, nothing left of you but an empty shell of who you once were. Deep down, you know, your intuition has been knocking at the door since the very beginning. Yet, most survivors go through a period of denial, seeking some alternative explanation for all of it, making excuses as to why they can't leave or why they keep going back when the narcissist's backup supply has run dry. Trying to do anything they can to fix the relationship, to save the narcissist. And it's understandable. I mean, who could judge them in such a position? I mean, shit, to admit it opens the door to a whole new level of pain. A pain you don't think you can handle in your exhaustive state. Admitting it invites in the shame you'll inevitably have for letting things get to this point. It brings forth the embarrassment for not recognizing it sooner and for being fooled, betrayed, then thrown out like the trash. To admit it means admitting they never love you. Admitting it means facing the reality of it all. And as hard as it will be to face and accept this, it is imperative that you do. And it may take months or, sadly, years, but you will eventually figure out what they are and that you were dancing with the devil. One day, you'll remember who you are, and that's when the game changes. You will begin to trust your intuition, and with this, you will begin your rise back up. You will know the only person you can save is yourself and that you are worth saving. Knowing is half the battle. Once you know, it is all the proof you need. Accepting this truth will set you free.